Hi guys, and welcome to the end of year RetroB8 2020. It's been an absolute pig of a year. I joined YouTube around about 6 months ago. It was during lockdown. I was bored, I needed something to do, had a shed full of games and things like that, and thought, yeah, let's give it a shot. But since then, I've done nearly 60 videos. I've had nearly 6,500 views, and 220 of you guys out there are mad enough to subscribe to this. I've had some great help this year. I've met some absolutely wonderful people along the way. At the very start, I was pestering Sega Zombie for any help that he could give me. He's just reached 1,000 subscribers today, so well done, Scott. Well done, Sega Zombie. You totally deserve it. He is very community based when it comes to the YouTube scene. And yeah, he was a great help getting me started, especially with things like me self-made intro. Then just purely by chance, I met a guy called Danny Harrison from Press Start Gaming. Danny again helped me kick on. So much advice. He gives me a lot of help still. Yeah, I've made a friend for life with Danny. Really nice guy. On Twitter, I've met some absolutely superb people. Again, these guys have helped me a lot with the channel. Haven't been able to spend as much time on Twitter, just with work commitments since we got back after lockdown, and things at home as well. I just don't have as much time. So yeah, hopefully next year I'll be able to get back into that, and I'll be able to annoy you once more. So collection wise, well, I've been lucky enough to basically add every console or every computer that I've ever really wanted to own, and some that I've never even heard of before. Of course, being a collector, there is always more, but I'm happy where I am right now. Apart from, well, there is one more thing that I have got to show you, and that will hopefully be the next episode in the new year. And she's a beauty. She really is. I can't wait to show you guys. Games wise, well, yeah, I've got way too many. Next year I really need to streamline the collection of games that I've got, because it's just starting to get a little bit out of control, and that's not what I want. I collect games for nostalgia reasons, really. Apart from the Hit Squad, where not all the games are nostalgic, but the actual label itself is nostalgic to me. So, as I say, the priority will still be Hit Squads. And although the prices this year did rise pretty sharply, they've kind of been creeping back down to what you would class as an acceptable level at the minute. So anyway, guys, that is the update. And now we're going to look at a few things that I bought. The first thing that I didn't show you guys in the last video, which I meant to, is this. Okay, don't get too excited. This is not, there isn't a console in here. I do already have a Commodore 64 GS, but what I didn't have was a box. This isn't an original box. It is a reproduction, and it is very, very clearly marked here that it's a reproduction, and I will in no way try to sell this as an original, mainly because there's absolutely no way I would ever sell my Commodore 64 GS. So that'll be staying with me, and it's for my personal use only. And if the time ever did come where I was going to sell it, obviously, being the honest guy I am, I would tell you. A few other things I got over Christmas is this beautiful light that we've got here, which obviously looks like Tetris. It's like a Tetris lighting. My first ever real Nintendo sort of type of thing that I've bought like that. And my wife got me this on air neon sign, which I just fell in love with immediately. So yeah, I'm really happy to have received them over Christmas. The other thing that I did get, I can't tell you about because that's what I mentioned before, and I'll be showing you guys that later. So I did pick up a few Hit Squads over the Christmas. They're all Amstrad as far as I know. And yeah, basically I was sorting out my collection, selling on some dupes and things like that, and I had some games that I could quite easily just pick up on eBay for not too expensive, and one of these was here with Daley Thompson's Olympic Challenge. Now, this actually came as a separate cassette and a separate inlay, and I think it paid £1.50 for one, £1 for the other. Put them together to create, once again, Daley Thompson's Olympic Challenge. Never played it. Never played it. So along with this one, Daley Thompson's Super Test, that's all the Daley Thompson games on the Amstrad now, and on the Spectrum, and on the Commodore 64. So unless there's a Daley Thompson out for the Commodore 16, the Atari, the MSX, which I'm pretty sure there isn't, that's Daley Thompson put to bed. No more Daley Thompson for me. So that's one thing ticked off the list. And the next one is Arcade 33, and that is Cabal. Now, I love Cabal. I think it's an excellent game. As you can see by the screenshots, you're at the bottom of the screen here, and you can, some of this scenery is destructible. You've got like a little square box, which is your aim box, and basically just destroy everything, try and get to the next level. That, along with Operation Wolf on the Commodore 64, used to be one of my go-to games. Quite interested to see what it looks like on the Amstrad, especially with there being no scrolling in the game, not that I can remember anyway, which is obviously always a bit of a sore point with the Amstrad, but there isn't any in this game, so hopefully they've made the effort to do a decent job. So that's all the stuff that's open. Now we're going to get the knife, just checking to make sure it's there and it's where it should be. And I do have a couple of packages to open, and I'm hoping that some of them are hit squads. So here we go, guys. Knife in hand, and let's get into it. First, we have God, I had such a bad chest recently, guys. It's 3 weeks this has been going on for now. Had a COVID test, come back negative. I couldn't believe it. Seriously, I thought I was dying, so just assumed I had the COVID, but it come back negative. But then again, there was only, I think, 60 odd people in the whole of the Highlands, which is over 300,000 people, actually tested positive last week. So I did a little calculation, and it was 0.02%, and we're in tier 4 lockdown. It's essential journeys and shopping and work only. But there you go, that's a different matter. Let's get back to something a lot more interesting to me, which is retro gaming, and especially hit squads. This is a hit squad game, guys. This is one of my personal favourites. If you watched my most nostalgic Commodore 64 video, if you haven't, check it out. Obviously I'm going to say that. But this is definitely in them, and this is Arcade Plus for the Amstrad, and that is Arcade number 8. Now, as you can see by the screenshots on the back, I think this one here is probably the Commodore 64. In fact, I think all of them are the Commodore 64, apart from maybe this one here. So I'm not sure if that one and this one's possibly the Amstrad version. Maybe you guys will be able to tell me about that. But yeah, if it's anything like what I'm used to playing, then this could quite easily become one of my favourite fighting games on the Amstrad. Because while we're here, come on, we know that's Steven Seagal on the front, right? It's gotta be. Okay, what we got next? We've got a box. Watching fingers. Oh, guys, going cold from tomorrow as well. So the good thing is, when I'm on call, I seem to make a lot more videos. Probably because I can't have a glass of wine. So, cheers. This is my New Year's Eve tonight. Yes, this is a pint glass. And yes, that is red wine. And it'll be my last one of the year. So, I may as well make the most of it while I can. And I have, to be fair. I've had a great Christmas. I mean, yeah, okay, we can't get out anywhere, but we've all just spent a lot of family time together. Yeah, we've had a good time. We've had a bit of snow as well, so we got to go sledging yesterday, which was just awesome fun. Now this is to go with what my friend Danny Harrison sent me in my last video, because he bought me a black edition Nintendo Wii. Now it comes with a beautiful pink controller, which my wife absolutely loves. That's not me being sexist, she genuinely loves fuchsia pink. God, I can't say that word. I don't know if it's my accent or what, but I can't say it. But anyway, for me, I now have a nice black controller. There we go, guys. Nice. We'll just check inside here. I only check this bit because this is why CX always kick back anything I ever take there. And yeah, it's absolutely gleaming inside. There's not any marks, no sign of dirty battery acid leaking anywhere. I'm gonna stick these, I'm gonna stick them there for now. Let's stick them there. And yep, we've got our controller and a nunchuk. Which the official controllers for Nintendo Wii's still command quite a price, normally over £10. I got those both two combined for £6. So to me, that sounded like a bargain. Okay, next we move on. Definitely sounds like a tape. Your wife can always put like a postage to one side. She's like, oh yeah, you've definitely got 2 or 3 tapes. She does know. She does know. And yeah, we have a hit squad, and this is one I've been after for quite a while. One of the sellers that I always follow on eBay normally sells like a lot of Amiga and stuff like that, but I've noticed he's had a few hit squads creeping in to what he sells. So I was absolutely delighted to see Stallone's Cobra for the Amstrad come up. It's quite a low number, yeah, movie number 2. And if you have a quick look on the back there, guys, it doesn't look like a bad game. I've seen a few people's different reviews on it. Some people like it, some people don't. Side-on view, not played it on the Amstrad, but eventually I will get to playing it. It looks in decent quality, the inlay is not bad. Tape is one of the gold hit squad variants. Notice every now and again you will see a gold hit squad rather than black and silver. There is also white ones as well, and you get the odd few that like the tape was written like in Woolworths, so you get some that are non-hit squad branded whatsoever. I tend to find that these do go for a little bit less, they're a little bit less desirable, although they are probably a lot more rare. But there you go, that's the beauty of collecting. So next we've got a lovely package here. Someone's really packed this well, so we shall see what's in here. But yeah, they have done a nice job packing. It's always a nice sign when you see something that's been sent with a bit of love and care. I can't even put myself down in that category. Sometimes I am really rushed, you know, with home life, etc. Nice. What was I saying about streamlining me collection? So this, I've been watching a program called GameSack. Guys, if you don't watch GameSack, you need to watch GameSack. They've done a review on, I think it was their favourite Nintendo, the Nintendo GameCube games, and this come up and it just looks absolutely superb. I just think it looks amazing. It looks so much fun, and I genuinely can't wait to play this. This, guys, is Super Monkey Ball. Now, if you haven't seen this, it's like you're like a monkey in a ball, and you can tilt the whole world, and you've got to try and get to like the end. I think there's also like some sort of parachuting level, but that may be Super Monkey Ball too. I'm definitely not an expert on this, especially as I've never ever played it before, but it just looks absolutely superb. Every time I see this game, I think, yeah, that is definitely a game I really want to own. So when it come up on eBay, I was watching it, and I just kept watching it, and eventually nobody bought it, and I got an offer, and it was like 25% off. I was like, it works out at less than a tenner, delivered to my door, sold. So there we go. If you don't do that, maybe you should. Even when things get put on for stupid prices, eventually when they realise that it's never going to sell, they'll lower the price down, and you might have a chance of getting a bit of a bargain. So yeah, with the Nintendo Wii being set up now. Sorry, got the itchy nose. I'm sure I'm getting a cold again. I've had none for nearly a year now. I'm having two in about the space of 3 weeks. If there's one set of games that I absolutely love, it's Resident Evil. So yeah, we set up. So of course, I need to start getting Resident Evil games for the Wii. And this is Resident Evil: The Umbrella Chronicles. Now, I have no idea if this is good or bad. I've been told that Resident Evil 4 is the best of the 4 or 5 that's on the system. But the graphics look pretty good on this. If you look at the back there, it's, I mean, when you're thinking, we're talking Nintendo Wii here, so, you know, mid to end 2000s, 2010, sorry. Nah, I think that looks pretty damn good. So, I don't know when this was released. Can't see any date on the back. Discs alright inside. Can't see when it was released on the front either. Probably does say so, but anyway, comes complete with all the manuals and the extra gubbins and what have you in there. So happy to have that to add it to the collection. So last but not least, and it feels like it's something along the same lines if I'm being quite honest with you. I'm definitely a guesser at Christmas, guys. What use like Christmas Day, everyone like moans at me because I have my presents and I open like one an hour, maybe one every 2 hours sometimes. I make it last all day. I make it last from like 9 o'clock in the morning, and I normally like to open my last one at around about 6 o'clock in the evening. So like I don't know, that's the way I do it. And every present I'm like this, I'm squeezing it, I'm shaking it, I'm listening. What's it all about? And for me, that's just what I've always done at Christmas, so I still do. None of the kids do it though. They're just straight in, staring everything apart. The funny thing is, I can't remember when I went from that to opening things one by one and listening. I can't remember when that change happened. Probably when I become an adult and bored. But anyway, let's change that right now. We have Resident Evil Archives. Survive the Origin of Horror. There you go, guys. I think I paid around about 5 or 6 quid maximum for all these games. I'm not sure in what order these go in, anything like that. But I will do. I'll try and play them in order. Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to doing that. So, guys, that's the end of a year. As I say, the last 6 months has been a hell of a ride. From like never ever even imagining having a YouTube channel to you know, having a great base of, you know, subscribers, and you guys comment on my videos and you like my stuff, and it really did keep us going, especially through lockdown when I needed something to do. You know, I was trying fishing. There was no sport to watch, but obviously the weather and that, you know, you need something that you can do all year round. So here we are, done the shed up, got myself a nice iPad, some decent lighting. I've got an on-air light. What more do I need? So, guys, I hope you had a great Christmas. I hope you have a fantastic Hogmanay tomorrow, or New Year if you're not in Scotland. And yeah, expect some content soon, because as I say, I'll be on call, so I won't be partying with you guys. Not that I think there's many people going to be out partying anyway. So until next time, guys, stay safe and goodbye from RetroB8. See you next year.